Hey Peter, hey Neil, it's Mary Chieffo, and I am joined, of course, by Chancellor. And I wanted to say that you have brought great honor to the Empire, and it is cause for celebration. In particular, I think saying Kapla very intensely is very appropriate because success has been the name of your game. And it has been more than a game, it has been a journey of life, of support. Anyway, it's okay. I'll explain a little bit more. As you probably have assumed, thank you, Tom, for booking this. I am here to specifically celebrate all of the funds that you raised for Boomer's Legacy. So incredible. I've been lucky enough to witness all of what you've been doing online, and the fact that Tom is giving me the opportunity to give you a full-fledged shout-out along with Laurel just makes me so, so happy. It's such an incredible feat with the best end result of giving support to such an important cause. So thank you guys. Katlo, as you know, my favorite thank you in Klingon, which is something that we don't always say, but when we do, we mean it. And, you know, is it a Klingon cameo if I don't read some Klingon quotes to celebrate the occasion? So here goes. Now, I may have read this one before, but it just feels appropriate, and if I have, it's because it's a quote that I think of when I think of you as the awesome Klingons that you are. Klingons. Excuse me. But real power is in the heart. I just love this one. Tik-tak, hoshnak, tulu. And just for a refresher, what Mark Okran tells us. In this phrase, the heart stands for one's spirit or principles. One's ability to exert influence over others comes from having a strong sense of morality, not merely from the ability to dominate by force. And as you know, when the clone of Kalish was named emperor, the Klingon cleric Koroth objected that it would be meaningless since all power would still remain with the Klingon High Council. But Worf used this adage to point out that Kalish's lack of political authority was not as important as his honor and virtue, which would make him an effective leader of his people. So, you two have absolutely exhibited great honor and great virtue, and that has made you an effective leader of your people. And as you know too, there are those of us that help propel forward and raise each other up, but we are all collectively leading each other. So it takes a real wonderful balance to be able to do both. And in knowing you as I do, I know that's absolutely part of why you're so beloved and have created such a wonderful community. You are all there together as true Klingons, and that means a lot to me to be able to witness. And then I was also, oh no, my book. Look at my book's just falling apart. Oh, no, you can't see it. Look at that. I've turned the pages so many times. Oh my gosh, it's really, really coming apart. This is the real stuff, kids. You gotta watch that. Just because I want to lean on the honor and virtue, I thought it'd be good to refresh on two of my other favorite quotes, which is, adhere to virtue honorably. Bat chob yapab. This maxim, one of several about virtue itself, illustrates the importance of virtue in Klingon society. Not only should one be virtuous, adhere to virtue, that is, behave in a way Klingons consider morally righteous, one should take care to honor and respect those values. In other words, one should not merely endorse the values of the society, one should fully embrace the spirit and meaning. The Klingon verb in the expression pab is here translated adhere, but it is also used to mean follow, in the sense of following rules, suggesting perhaps that, though not officially laws, virtues should be followed as if they were. Once again, clear example. And then finally, virtue is the reward. Pop och grob e. Yes. The Klingon word pop, reward, could refer to compensation or a prize of some sort, but it also means honor in the sense of recognition for a particular achievement or set of achievements. This proverb does not mean virtue is honor. I have read this one, and I always say that sentence. This proverb does not mean virtue is honor. The use of the word pop suggests that virtue is the honor bestowed as a result of acting in a manner respectful of society's values, not simply advocating them. So again, I felt these were the ones to put back in our little noggins to refresh, to think about that. These are some of my favorite Klingon proverbs. Some of them are fun and silly, and some of them are intense, and some of them are, I think, quite universal in not just Klingons, but humans. As we straddle both worlds, we can celebrate both. And then finally, one that I know I've used in the past as well, but why not just, in this moment of celebration, we succeed together in a greater whole. What dol nivdak matai de makap. Kor said to Kirk and Spock, "Do you know why we are so strong? Because we are a unit. Each of us is part of a greater whole." Yeah, those are like maybe my top 4 quotes from that book. Also, I enjoy it, Trust Your Instincts. But y'all are doing that anyway, so. But yes, thank you again, Tom, for booking this to allow me to help celebrate such a true Kapla success. Or like, Kapla! It's a bit dry in LA right now, so I'm a little bit getting those, you gotta really get that. See, I know that you won't see that as silly because you deal with it. When you're trying to get your Klingon out, there's a lot. Gotta get that gach out of the back, right? Kapla! Anyway. But really, such an amazing feat. I'm so proud of you. You do so much honor to the Empire on a daily basis, and this is just one very shining, wonderful example. So I'm just really thrilled that I can say a little extra good job. And I have so much love in my heart for you and your community, and so much respect for all that you do. And it you know, Trek has brought me so much, but being able to be connected to communities like yours is one of the greatest gifts that it has given me. I never would have been connected to you all if it hadn't been for this little lady who perhaps has some final words. Yes. I just wanted to say everything that Mary said I agree with, and the Empire is a better place because you are part of it. You are the Klingons that bring true honor and virtue to the Empire. You embody what it means. And if we could only get all the other Klingons to understand that, well, you know, I know humanity deals with that as well. We can't all be perfect, but we can try. Chancellor Laurel loves you all and cannot wait to see you again. Marge, that was very lovely. Well, I think that about sums it up. Again, thank you, Tom. You're wonderful yourself. You all are incredible, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of this celebration. And I do always think of Laurel's line, "It is cause for celebration." It just sounds great in her dialect. But you are all cause for celebration. And I hope you are all celebrating, and hopefully more together as we hopefully move into a time where we are able to be together again. I very much look forward to that, and I hope that there are conventions in the near-ish future, the near-ish safe future, where we will exchange some Klingon in person and perhaps battle some batliths. We shall see. But for now, I cannot wait to see you on the interwebs, and I send all my love and all the light in the world. And thanks again. Congratulations on such a wonderful, wonderful Victory March success for Boomer's legacy. Kapla! Mwah!